Hey y'all, I'm sorry about that. Y'all, when I tell y'all I had a good weekend, I had a good weekend. Now my weekend did not turn out as planned, but there's gonna be plenty of times that I can enjoy my weekend of plans, but it just didn't turn out. So it's okay. I was a little upset at first, but now I'm like, life happens, okay? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Y'all trying to figure out why I'm up at 12 o'clock? Because y'all, this girl was hard headed in her spirit, and and I did not wash those clothes. And my kids need a uniform for tomorrow. I know, and I did not wash them. So now I'm stuck, staying up until like the clothes get dry, and then I have to put the other ones in because I don't want to go to bed and then 6 o'clock runs around. I'm trying to dry clothes. I just can't. So yeah, so that's why I'm up, y'all. And I was like, let me get a little bit of energy. But tonight is so funny. You know what? I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was like, yo, what happened to like those cousins, those relatives that used to stay in the back room? What happened to them? Like, we don't have those no more. Like, there's a couple people I see on YouTube and stuff like that definitely belong in the back room. Y'all know that back room where the big mamas or the aunts is like, don't go messing with Jim back there. Leave cousin Jim alone. Or I had those cousins that they stayed in the back room. Yeah, they stayed in the back room. I had a cousin like that. Or you had those cousins that, you had to warn people, hey, don't look at my cousin in the eye. They're crazy. We don't have that. But now, as I'm looking at the shenanigans on TV, on YouTube, just on YouTube alone, just YouTube alone, it's not real life. There's a lot of people that need to be in that closet, y'all. I'm going to say it. They need to bring back closets, not closets, but the back room. Yeah, they really need to bring those back because y'all, this don't make any sense. They can give anybody and everybody a camera nowadays, and they just y'all know what to say, y'all. They could just go wild, okay? Just I'm being honest. Like I'm like, what happened? What happened to that generation? Like people protected, people from being crazy. Okay, that's what basically it was, a protection. Make sure that cousin Jim didn't go out and do unthinkable acts out in the public. So that was his, safe havens, and he stayed in the back room. There was no threat. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays we got shenanigans. But y'all, let's get into this because y'all, I know that y'all have to go to work and y'all not here for a long time. Y'all here for a short time, but fun time, okay? But baby, thanks to Planet Mimi Vlogs, I have to give the girl the shout out. Y'all don't know who Planet Mimi Vlogs? Go check out her channel, man. She's so lovely. I swear, beautiful heart. When I was just typing in other people's lives, she always recognized me. So y'all just give her love and subscribe to her channel. Hey, I don't care about if you subscribe to my channel or not. Just go subscribe to her channel. I represent other people before I represent myself. Okay. So anywho, so she's been putting like the funeral of, okay, so if y'all don't know, Peach McIntyre father passed away. And when I tell you the shits show started, it started when that man took his last breath, and Peach made nothing but content around it. Negative, positive, whatever you want to say, she did it, right? So what other people did was, okay, let me piggyback off of this ride. Even her mother piggybacked off of it, and her mom had the right to piggyback off of it because one, that was Peach's dad, and obviously Peach mom could piggyback off of it because she had some intimate moments to create a child with him. You get what I'm saying? All right. So not only that, also the siblings of Mr. Williams McIntyre, came out in the woodworks. Certain lovers came out in the woodworks. Friends from lovers came out of the woodworks, and that's where I come in with Loretta Brown. Now, y'all, I've been watching Tugga Wugga, Auntie, aka Auntie, on the YouTube streets. I've been watching her, and all she talks about is Peach and how great she was, and da 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 da. But when Peach started talking negative on her father, she stepped in. And then later on, I found out that the reason why she stepped in is because she was good friends with one of Mr. Williams' baby mamas. Okay, so that's where that truth comes in. You know, like loyalty, like that's my dog. Okay, so if y'all coming in, y'all, I'm just telling y'all the backstory. So Miss Loretta Brown came up here a couple of days, like yesterday, or maybe yeah, I think yesterday. She came on here telling y'all, "Hey, hate the meats. His love of the life was some Marjorie, the baby mama. I think I even got some Marjorie picture on. I think that's the one with the gold in her mouth, and she's. I didn't really put the father up there because, hey, out of respect, we don't talk about the dad. I'm sorry, we just don't. So due to the fact that he passed away, I will not put his picture on my platform. But also, um, so she's on the bottom of it, and she's got her mouth smiling, and that's soon to be Samaji, the love of his life. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. So, so what was I saying? I lost train of thought. Somebody came and interrupted me. So, so Loretta Brown was just like standing up for his kids, saying, "Hey, no, Treasie was not the love of his life. She was just a fun time, and she sold some D for him." And baby, did Treasie get in that ass tonight? She got in that ass. Okay, she got in that ass, and not even realizing she got in that ass. Now, Auntie Tugga Booga Wooga, there's a side of the stories that we all know. You know what I'm saying? There's his side, her side, and the truth. So, be honest with you, I have to disagree with you, Miss Loretta Brown. Pete was for the streets. Okay, all these ladies could come on here and say he was the love of their life and he was love of them and he wanted to marry them. But at the end of the day, this man did not stop putting his pole in other people's pond. And that's just the bottom line to it. Now we can sit here and say, "Oh, he loves," but what we representing is that's not love, y'all. I don't know who told y'all that the man can stick his pole in many holes and ponds, and he can still be solid for one woman. They can't. All right, I'm just being honest. There is faithful men, no matter what. But at the end of the day, this man constantly had children. Now I could see the children was prior before these ladies, but no. So you gonna sit here and say, "Well, he was at my house and he had this and he had that." No, y'all all fools fight over this man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't justify the foolishness. And I'm gonna bring back what y'all when I tell y'all to go check out Planet Mimi. She has a short of Treasie interviewing people, right? And this one lady came up there and she said, "Hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Ho." Now she didn't say that, but she said, "Hey, let me introduce myself. I'm the girl that was upstairs. He was creeping with." Baby, that gave me so much joy. When I tell you, no matter how old some people are, they ain't gonna never fucking change, y'all. She was so excited about letting this woman know that she was a side piece. She was so happy. Like you should see like the the relief she had. Like she had this relief, like, yeah, I had him. And what the kicker was that she told at the end of the thing, we all had a piece of it. Baby, I think I had did a combo of like a 2 piece on her. You gonna tell me not only that that's the water under the bridge, y'all, but sometimes some things just be like, let me get her. I'm about to get her. Like, how the hell you gonna tell me that? Now she all up in her feelings. Now this man is gone and he got all these women that feelings. Yo, he got all these women in that feelings. Like, seriously. Y'all, it's not funny. It's not funny. I promise you. It is funny to me, but it's not funny. They got all these women in that feelings. But what comes out is like the shit really hits the fans. Like, what in the hell was y'all doing? Like, how did y'all like say, pick me, my lord, pick me? Like, how did y'all need to check out this book. I read this short story in college when I first started going to when I first went to college, when I got out of high school, and I never forget this story, y'all. And these ladies right here, right, remind me of that story, that short story. It's called The Lottery. So basically, the lottery is it took place in a nursing home. So these people are older, they're bitter, they're lost bones, and not lost bones, but they lost energy. They don't have their bones hurt. Everything you can think of in a nursing home just took place in this book, okay? You know, they're weak, they're sickly, and the lottery was that they get a chance to redo their life over, right? And they had the opportunity, you know, they still went to their same old ways. Now, when this funeral took place, I'm being honest with you, I just saw nothing but people going back to their old ways. No matter how much they say they changed, they was still they still did certain things. Like there's still people that lust, and it was more like me, me, me. It was never about him. That they can say when I feel like that funeral was, it was more like me. Look at me. Let me pull out my camera. This is my content. This is me, 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 me. Instead of like really like being together. I seen a lot of people use that content for that funeral. It was so sad. And the way you look at it is like, hey, even with the chick that was upstairs, that was content. That was something that said, hey, I was the girl upstairs. It was never it was never genuine. And I really do feel bad for that. Because if when you think about it, like the kids, unspoken things that some of the children might had not revealed to the father. Um, my heart goes out to Peaches, and I know that Peaches caused her grief with her father personally, but that's like something that it should have been more intimate. And anybody that was a certain age group, y'all, and I'm just being as honest as possible. I would never expect people to pull out the camera and use that time for like content. I just thought it was tacky. That's just me. Even with Treasie and Loretta Brown, they all did it. It was something that they did that, people knew that they wanted to see it, but it was like very tacky. It was not the time. You get what I'm saying? Like those 2 days was not the time to get on live and put the camera on people, and it wasn't. So my heart really goes out to the children per se. Yeah, my heart really goes out to the children, but I must say, Miss Loretta, please don't be out here lying on Treasie. Please don't. But you know what? And I'll be honest with you. What stories that Miss Loretta might heard was probably jealousy stories that Miss Loretta probably heard mostly. Definitely, she was friends with the baby mama that everybody claims that was his love of his life. Okay. When I say claim, it's not to say that she wasn't. I'm just saying she wasn't in a logical way. She wasn't his love of his life. Um, and we can just say it like that. She wasn't. It takes a long time for some women to realize that. I wasn't in love with his life. I was the convenience in his life. He depended on me for whatever reason. If it was my niceness, it was the lot that I put out there for him. I didn't require him to do much. That could be it. But at the end of the day, Miss Loretta, go get the source from Treasie. All right. She already told you want to ask her anything. You call her. Her number is 867-5309. All right. Don't you try to dare to don't you do it today. But I'm just saying, like, basically, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, y'all, doing this whole. And definitely when Treasie put it up, I didn't know what to expect from this thing. 1 minute the lady with the oxygen tank that's in my thumbnail, she's one of Mr. Pete's baby mamas. And she was like, she was so excited. Like, y'all, I don't think I'm ever that excited about being a baby mama and having sister wives next to me. These ladies was freaking sister wives, you ask me, without the But you know what? Somebody told me recently, I'll ask the man about this situation. And he was like, it's common. It's common there that, one man will have a lot of baby mamas with one woman. And definitely if he has a little change. And I'm like, damn, are you serious? He's like, yeah. Yeah. And they know that he has a little change. A man gives you $30 to get your nails done. Now, I'm just saying it back in the day. $30 to get your nails done, you're going to feel like a queen. And you're not going to ask any questions. If he comes to your house on a Tuesday, you're going to feel important. You're going to feel like you're everything. No matter where he's at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he's at your house on Thursday. Um, so at the end of the day, I I can't relate because I'm never one of those women that want to compete. But just to listen to these ladies and just to see them like having kids and listen to Loretta talk about Samaji, I say that all these ladies had low self esteem. And it is what it is, y'all. And it's not bad from what I'm saying. That's what it was. You can't tell me you had a highly self esteem knowing you was baby mama number 17, and that's just real talk. But Loretta, Auntie Loretta, don't be out here telling lies, dear. Now I don't know if Treasie's telling lies either, but don't be out here telling lies on Treasie because she gonna get in that butt again to do. And I don't want you to be embarrassed, but you know what? I have to give it up to Loretta. I really do, because she comes on here every day, and I tell y'all, she comes on her live every day and she hasn't changed her look. Like she stopped wearing the wigs, right? But she wears her little ponytail, her little edges, her earrings, her rings, and what else she wear? Those eyelashes, girl. I want to just pluck those damn things off. But neither say that's my opinion. She still comes on here and she knows how she looks. So she knows her teeth is bad and she still rocks it. And I think sometimes that's courage that some people don't have. Some people need to be flawless before they get on. Some people don't pick on them. And right now, I have to say she's one brave woman to come on this you good old YouTube and talk her shit and still be okay with it. You get what I'm saying? Of her how her looks is. I like that. I really do. And also she's getting older, y'all. Y'all talking about she's 60 and she looks like she's 70. Like that's not a big gap. But you gotta understand some people they probably had a rough life than we could even imagine, okay? Some of us we have a meltdown. Me, we have a meltdown when something don't go our way. We have a meltdown if the McDonald's doesn't have strawberry jelly. We having a nearest breakdown in traffic, and so their lifestyle is different than ours. So at the end of the day, let them be loves. But y'all, the baby mamas was funny to me. That was my highlight of this weekend was the baby mamas. Definitely Treasie. Treasie aired it out. But if it wasn't for her, hey Ebony, if it wasn't for Treasie, y'all, I've been only listening to Loretta, okay? Because Loretta basically said she was going to the wake, and and she did. She did go, and I'm not sure she went to the funeral. But y'all, when I tell you, I feel like that was the most tactless thing ever. Was everybody bringing out that camera like, look at here, look. Yeah. But y'all, I need to head to bed. But before I go to bed, y'all, I'm about to put these clothes in the dryer and rock and roll, y'all. Good night, and I'll talk to y'all later because I probably yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.